We're here at the One-to-One Mining Investment Conference in New York with Japan Gold. Now, for those who haven't heard the Japan Gold story, could you give us an introduction to the company?
Absolutely, Rosie, thanks. Japan Gold is a unique company in the world, and certainly I think a unique company here at the conference. Japan Gold is, as it says, is in Japan and is seeking gold. It's the first company in the world to go into Japan after the 2012 change in the mining law that occurred in Japan. In 2012, the Japanese government made the decision to allow foreign mining companies to come into Japan to explore for and to hold mining permits, and we were the first company to be there. It's been an incredible journey for us, with our country manager going there first, researching the history of Japan, and understanding the background of Japan. So I'll start a little bit there first. In 1943, there were 76 active gold mines in Japan. The Japanese government closed all 76 gold mines, and they reallocated the men to base metal mines and to factories to support the war effort. And after the war, only 12 of those mines reopened. So 64 active gold mines remain closed today in Japan. The Japanese companies went abroad and they started bringing natural resources back to Japan. And so again, there just wasn't any gold exploration really following the war. So in 1981, there was a unique discovery that was made in Japan. And that unique discovery was the Hishikari mine. The Hishikari mine was identified on some Sumitomo metal mining ground. And ultimately, the discovery was one of the richest and high-grade and largest gold mines in the world, coming in initially with a resource of 8.4 million ounces at 47.3 grams per ton. So going back to the history, so with the 64 closed mines that exist in Japan, Japan Gold has now moved into that area, into those areas of the closed mines, and we now, under 12 gold projects that we hold throughout the country, we have 42 of the closed gold mines. And that gives us a wonderful place to start exploring in and around the existing mines to make new major discoveries in the country.
So tell us how that exploration has gone. What have you found?
Thank you. Well, first of all, to take you a little bit through our ownership structure, and then that'll sort of tie into what we've found so far. So as we've started to evaluate these projects, and we've done significant work across 6 of our 12 gold projects, we've been able to attract significant investors. So Newmont Gold Corp is a 19.9% shareholder in our company. Resource Capital Funds from Denver own 8.8%. And 2 very large Japanese funds that are managed by BlackRock own 8.8% of our company as well. Adding to that, management owns 32% of the company, so about 70% of the company is in very strong and interested hands. As we've started to explore our projects, we've found that a number of those small mines that I referred to are all part of one large system. In one case, we found 6 mines that are over 6.5 kilometer distance that are a large system. And so that's one of the 2 major targets that we're going to start drilling shortly. So we have 2 projects that we're going to drill, one starting in June, so this month in June. We're going to be drilling in the southern island of Kyushu in the same gold province that holds the Hishikari mine. And then in July, we'll be starting to drill our first project in amongst those 6 mines that appear to be linked, up in Hokkaido in the northern island, and that'll be starting in July. So it's a very exciting time for us to start our 2 main and initial drilling programs.
So it sounds like there's a lot of drilling that's going to be undertaken. How
Absolutely.
are you financing this?
Yeah, so along with those strategic investors that I mentioned with Gold Corp, RCF, and BlackRock, we did a capital raise of $6.65 million. That's allowed us to advance significant work across our projects and to fund those 2 drilling programs that I've talked about. So we're funded.
So what are the key messages you're trying to get across to investors here at One-to-One?
You know, it seems to me that investors follow gold mining or mineral exploration companies carefully, but the real key catalyst is when companies are going to start drilling. So we've demonstrated not only the prospectivity in Japan, we've demonstrated the real opportunities and the scale opportunities that exist on our projects, but the drill is about to start spinning now. Our market capitalization is 30 million Canadian dollars now. It's a low market capitalization, and I would really encourage investors that have maybe been on the sidelines or have watched this story to come in and participate with us now and come along on this journey.
And how's the one-to-one conference been so far?
It's been fantastic. The one-to-one conferences, in plural, are my favorite conferences in the world, and I really enjoy being here. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.